Quick disclaimer, Miss Weber, disregard the neck brace. I'm okay. Okay. I have a question for everybody. Who here has always wanted to be a Disney princess? I am one of the biggest culprits of that. Always been a dream of mine to go to Disney College and become a princess. Now that we're talking about Disney princesses and Disney in general, I am going to show you how Disney movies are actually educational and good for your kids to watch and experience in their early development. There's much more to Disney movies than just your average princess in distress story. There's a lot of brave princesses, there's a lot of morals, and there's a lot of just good principles that everyone should have that you learn through Disney movies, whether they have animals or princesses in them. Firstly, I will show you the downside of Disney movies. Secondly, I will express my opinions on the topic. And thirdly, I will show the facts to back up my opinions. And then fourthly, I will talk about the overall topic and how I guess you could help with this. I mean, it's not really helping, but like contribute to this topic. First, the problem is Disney is seen as just a pastime for kids. Like, oh, I need to go vacuum the floor real quick. Okay, let me put on Princess and the Frog. Oh, I need to go do bills for a minute. Oh, let me put on Aladdin or something. And while yes, that is true, parents who don't see TV time as good time to tend to take that and run with it and are like, that's not good for your kids, they're just learning bad things. So that can be kind of, I don't know, a downfall, I guess. I think it's one of the most misconstrued concepts, and it's just, a lot of parents think, oh, like in 101 Dalmatians, they see the bad lady take all the puppies. So they think that their kids are being taught to steal and lie, when actually they're being taught to show each animal love and compassion and that everything deserves that. With the debut of The Lion King as a live-action film, viewers can take a closer look at the circle of life moral in the movie, which implies the audience to make sacrifices, like Simba, a lion who gives up meat to maintain the order between those at the top of the food chain and the bottom. This shows you that there are life lessons, even in the animal movies. It doesn't have to just be princesses or princes. Like, even with the movies with just animals and no humans, it shows you that. Now that it's not just for animals, it goes for princess movies as well. Because another problem is people only see princesses in distress. They're like, oh, like Snow White, she takes the apple, she dies, not actually dies, but kind of dies, and they're like, she shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the life lesson there. That is teaching you that you shouldn't take things from a stranger. You shouldn't accept things from a stranger. It's teaching you to not trust everyone that you come in contact with immediately. You need to get to know them and learn that that is an okay person, especially at 4 years old. That is a very important life lesson for kids to learn. Disney also shows some of very dominant and strong princesses, like in the movie Brave. She is the #1 archer in her little, not city, but basically like castle or whatever. So it shows very strong and dominant women as well. And also in Alice in the Wonderland, it shows that it's okay to be curious. And she's not even necessarily a princess. She is just another big Disney factor. Excuse me. And it shows kids that you should be curious like Alice. Now, be careful, yes. But it's okay to be curious. It's okay to wonder about things and wonder how things work and go down and stuff like that. So it has very strong independent princesses in it as well. It's not just the old distress like in Sleeping Beauty where she needs a Prince Charming to come and kiss her and wake her up. Especially in the newer movies, they're starting to show that a lot. And Moana is one of my favorite Disney movies, and she goes on a whole sea adventure until she finds Maui, and then she keeps him in place and in check to get her where she needs to go. Finding Nemo even is another good one. Dory tells Marlin, or not Marlin. Yeah, Marlin. Marlin's the dad. Yeah, Marlin. She tells Marlin that he has to keep swimming. He has to keep going. Even though he's sad and upset and doesn't want to, he has to keep going. He has to find Nemo. They're gonna get there. And they do. And it's a good thing to see. Back to the whole, a person that sees this as just like a pastime, that can also be a positive thing. It just depends on your parenting style and how you choose to handle things. Like, for instance, you may have twin 2-year-olds like my cousin does, and she cannot get anything done with them unless they are distracted. Usually she puts on Dumbo or Trolls. Neither of those have princesses in it, but they sit there and they watch that for like 2 hours, and she goes and she does laundry, she gets laundry folded, she cleans the house up, she gets the floors vacuumed, she makes lunch, everything like that she needs to get done as a mom and as a parent, rather than trying to do all of that with twin 2-year-olds fighting or attached to her hip and just not being able to get away. And she can use that as like mom time is what I call it. So I think that's a really good thing. Another good moral, well, I guess not another good moral, another way, yeah, I guess it is a moral. Another good moral is, what was I thinking about? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry about that. But in conclusion, Disney movies are beneficial for early child education because it shows you so many morals and things that are appropriate and good for a child to learn. Caring, to be kind, to be helpful, to be curious, to just have love and compassion for everyone they meet. And I think that with what I said earlier about how you can support this is let your kids watch the Disney movies. Enjoy them with your friends. I'm 17 years old. I love Disney movies. I love Disney princesses. I love animals. I just love Disney in general. It is so much fun. It's a such simple and innocent time when you're sitting there watching a Disney movie. To me, there's nothing else. Like, there's nothing else going on. There's no bad stuff in the world. It's just you and princesses and the fairy wonderland and everything else. And I think that is amazing. I love Disney. So there's much more to Disney than just the average princess. So thank you, and I hope you watch more Disney. Miss Weber, I want to say thank you so much for everything in speech this year. Even with the crazy semester we've had, I've learned a lot, and I appreciate all the time and effort you've put into our class, and I hope you and Gretchen have a really good summer.